Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and today we'll be doing a very brief 5-minute flow. This will just be a well-rounded full body practice if you're just relatively short on time. Let's go ahead and get started at the back of our mat in a wide-legged child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, sit the hips back on the heels, walk the palms forward until the forehead and chest meet down. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. And sigh out the mouth. I'll hold here for a moment just to settle and arrive into this practice. Letting our hips and our lower back stretch out, as well as our shoulders. Let's start to shift the hips forward, coming onto the forearms right into a Sphinx pose. We're gonna do our best to try to hit all the nooks and crannies of our joints and our muscles today. Let's push into the elbows and out of the shoulders, palms and fingertips really spread wide here. Pull the forearms back as you push the heart space forward. Slight lift of the chin. We're going to come all the way down as if we're resting on our foreheads. We'll take the right arm out like a cactus shape. You can also stretch this arm out, extend through the elbow. You'll decide which is more comfortable for your anatomy. We'll start to take the left hand to the side and push and roll over onto our right hip. Lay the right ear down to the mat. You have the option to lift this top leg and set it back behind you a little bit further to intensify the stretch. First, working into the front of that right shoulder, the pectoral muscle. One more breath. And we'll just roll it back to center on the exhale, setting up for our second side. Elbow at a 90-degree angle or extended. We'll start to roll over onto the left hip, setting that top leg back behind you if you need a little bit more, keeping that ear on the ground. And finally roll back to center. We'll push all the way up into a tabletop pose. Knees beneath the hips, hands beneath the shoulder. We'll do a round cat and cow. Drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round it through and broaden across the shoulder blades. We'll take the left hand towards the center of the mat. Reach and extend through this right side. Right fingertips lift up. We're going for a thread the needle, taking this right arm underneath the left, dropping shoulder and ear back down to the mat. Option with this left hand is to keep it pushing into the mat right next to your nose, or you can reach it up and overhead. Kind of stretching the shoulder in the opposite direction now. Really want to push into both hips evenly. On your last exhale, we'll start to switch sides. So take that left hand back down if you had it reaching overhead, lifting your way back up, taking the right palm towards the center of the mat. We'll go ahead and extend right through this left side now. And we'll flip that palm, thread it underneath the right, left shoulder, ear down to the mat, turning to look up towards the ceiling. Push through both hips evenly. You have the option to reach that right arm up and overhead. And the right hand crawls back down. If you had it up and overhead, we'll push our way back up to a tabletop. Walk the palms a couple inches forward, tuck the toes underneath. We'll lift it up and back to our downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet, really getting into the backs of the legs, the hamstrings here. Make sure that you're really extending out of your shoulders. You want your back nice and flat here. We're gonna start to tiptoe the feet towards the top of the mat. Feet a bit wider towards the edges. We'll grab opposite elbows, generous bend into the knees and just hanging over the thighs in our ragdoll fold. From here, fingertips reach the mat. We'll start to turn the toes out to the side, so heels in, toes out. Start to sit the hips low into your yogi squat malasana. Really getting into those hips now. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. I'm going to turn so it's easier for you to see, but you have the option here to kind of play with a bit of a variation on our skandasana. Might need to roll towards the ball of the feet to come up a little bit higher. Extend out one leg, I'm doing the right leg, and then just sit the hips back down. So kind of changing the direction of the stretch, getting more into the inner thigh as well. And roll back forward onto your toes. Send the right leg back in. We'll extend out through the left leg this time. This time we'll just set the hips all the way back, so coming down onto the ground. We'll take the soles of the feet together. You can have them in close to the hips or about out wide, just depends on the type of stretch that feels best to you. Grabbing onto the tops of the feet here, roll the shoulder blades down, the back, breathing in, sit up nice and tall. Breathing out, roll forward. Taking a passive stretch here, so just letting our spine round and allowing ourselves to just drop into this pose with every breath. We can start to inch our way back up towards the seat. Take the hands back behind you, extend the heels out wide. We'll just drop the knees over to one side and over to the other. We'll meet in a cross-legged seat at the center of our mat to close up this very brief practice. We'll take an inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, reach the arms up and overhead, getting a nice big stretch. Palms come together in prayer as we sigh out the mouth, drag it down to heart center, bowing forward. Love and light in me, season honors, love and light in you. That will say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I sure hope you enjoyed this very quick practice. If you did, make sure you leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe for more. And until then, thank you so much.